Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you guys how to make an easy but yet delicious lobster tail. So for this you are going to be needing a couple tablespoons of salted butter, and I am using 1 tablespoon of my Haitian spice or Epis. Check the card that just came above this video so you can watch that Epis video if you don't know how to make it. I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'll be using 1 lime. I have 2 beautiful lobster tails that I'll be using, and in this mix I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 1 teaspoon of my Slap Your Mama seasoning, half a teaspoon of dry thyme. And this is what the Slap Your Mama seasoning look like, just in case you guys don't know, but you can use any Cajun seasoning that you like. And of course you need some salt and pepper to taste. And I'm using a baking dish to bake my lobster. Please check the description box where I will list everything I use in this video. So let's get cooking, guys. To get started, you want to go ahead and take your lime. I like to kind of give it a nice press on top of the cutting board just to make sure most of the juices will come out when I squeeze it. Okay, and now you want to go ahead and take your Epis. Just like that, and you are going to take all this wonderful seasoning and just mix everything in with your Epis, okay? And cut the lime. I'm going to use the whole lime. If you don't have lime, if you have lemon, you can use that as well if you wish, okay? And I'm going to add maybe 1.5 tablespoon of olive oil just to make a nice paste. Okay, now of course you want to taste that paste, and I can see I need a little salt in there, and it have a little heat because of that Slap Your Mama. But I don't want too much heat in there. Okay. Again, taste, because you want to make sure that salt is perfect before we put it on top of our lobster. Squeeze the rest of that lime juice, and I'll keep the rest of this oil. So really I use 1.5 tablespoon or couple teaspoon. Okay, so I'll set this to the side, and now I'll take my lobster, and I have some cold water. You want to make sure that you are using cold water when you do this. And you want to go ahead and take your lobster tail, okay, with scissors, and we are going to try to bring the meat on top. You guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I finally bought new scissors. Every time I go to the store I always forget, even though I know that I needed new scissors, but finally. Okay, again I'll do the same to this. Once you have good scissors, this is really easy to do. Okay, you can see I did not cut all the way towards that end because I still want to keep it together. And now you want to use your fingers or your thumb and kind of pull the shell apart with your thumb. Okay, and then I'll take my finger underneath. I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not. Kind of pull the meat. It can be a little tricky, but it's really not once you get the hang of it. Okay, just pulling the meat so I can bring it on top. Like I said, sometimes it's really easy for me to do this, and sometimes these little lobster tails be acting up. Okay. I'll do the same to this one. Oh, that little seasoning, that little heat got to my throat, you guys. But it's okay. Again, doing the same thing. Child, these little lobster tails come to fight today, honey. They're giving me a run for my money. Okay. But I'm gonna get you, lobster. Alright. Just like that. And as you can see, it will sit right on top. So now I'm going to take that lime, just because we're not trying to waste anything. No wasting in Lamise O's kitchen. And just rub it all over that lobster, including the shell. Okay. Okay, this is cleaning your lobster, of course, but it will bring some great flavor to your lobster before we cook it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the cold water. Again, make sure you are using cold water and just basically rinse it off, okay? And then make sure you let it drip. And now we can move on to seasoning our lobster. Okay, now you wanna grab your baking dish before we start the seasoning process and just rub some butter. My butter is not as soft as I wanted it because I just bought this not that long ago, and I do not have time to let it be at room temperature. Okay, but it still does the job. Okay, or if you have Pam cooking spray, you can use that instead. So now I'm going to set that to the side here, and or actually no, and then I'll grab my lobster. Okay, and now we can season our lobster, and you can use the same seasoning if you choose to add some shrimp to this recipe. So now all I'm doing is rubbing the seasoning all over that lobster. Make sure you get every corner, you guys, so every bite can be as delicious. And I'm actually going to put some inside the shell, even though I'm not eating the shell. Okay, I did this in my Creole channel, and a lot of you guys wanted me to do it in the English channel as well, so here it is. And I'm going to take some pieces of that butter and just place it right inside the shell underneath that meat. Okay, and just nicely put the meat right back. I'm going to do the same thing to this one. If you guys haven't, please go follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. All links will be down in the description box for you guys to check out. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload. And don't forget to use my recipes for the holidays coming up. I know Thanksgiving is coming up, and I have a lot of wonderful recipes on this channel that you guys can use. Okay, again, butter, and I'm going to just spread some butter in that pan, and then take 2 pieces of butter, put right in the top. And now you are going to let this kind of marinate for at least 30 minutes to an hour. Meanwhile, you want to go ahead and turn on your oven to 400 degrees because we are going to bake this for 12 minutes. Okay guys, as you guys can see, my lobster is cooking nicely, and I did went ahead and added some shrimp to mine just because I did not want to waste that seasoning. Now I'm going to take the dripping and just drizzle it on top of that lobster, just so it's not dry. Okay, I have a couple minutes left to the baking process, and once that's done, I'm going to turn my oven on to broil and just broil it for a few minutes, just so I can get some type of color on top of that lobster. Once that process is done, I'll come back and show you guys the final result. That lobster is all done. As you can see, the top looks so gorgeous. Again, drizzle a little bit of the dripping on top of it. Okay, If you love lobster, seriously guys, give this recipe a try. That seasoning is just out of this world for lobster and shrimp. I'm sure it will taste as delicious in some salmon fish, but this is absolutely delicious. Okay, so I'm going to taste a little bit, of course. I'm going just to cut just a little piece of that lobster, nothing too major, because I still want to take some pictures for you guys. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to taste that. Of course, just as I expected, the seasoning is so good in this. So now I went ahead and baked some asparagus, and I do have an asparagus recipe in this channel. So I'll take the lobster and just plate it right on top of the asparagus. If you want to eat this with some shrimp pasta or something, or shrimp alfredo, I do have a video up in this channel for you guys to check out. So make sure you check out that video if you'd like. But this is all I'm doing to this. And I'm going to take some lemon wedges and just place it to the side. If you have some fresh parsley, you can go ahead and chop some up and just put it on top, just to make your plate nice and pretty. But this will do it for this video, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified whenever I upload. As always, I love you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.